Hey guys, Aaron here, welcome back to a new video on my channel. I know, despite having unlimited free time, my upload schedule has been shocking during lockdown. Apologies for that. I promise I'll try and get back on top of it and make these videos much more regular. Anyway, welcome to today's video. There's a lot to discuss. Season ticket sales, Murrayfield, there's a lot to cover, and even the COLT teams, my favourite topic of conversation. If you go on to enjoy this video, make sure to leave a like down below and consider hitting subscribe so you'll never miss any future content from myself. Without further ado, let's get started. Hearts announced the other day that season ticket numbers have reached the 6,000 mark. That is a quite stunning figure. As usual, Hearts fans stand by the club no matter what, and reaching a very solid number for season ticket holders. Now, the departure of a certain Mr. Levine definitely helped the numbers. They went up by 2,000 in the few days since he left, but I must say, we don't know when we're going to be able to go back to watch Hearts in person. I'll look more on that later in the video. And we still don't know what league we're going to be in, and regardless, we've stepped up to the plate and delivered. As usual, fantastic from the Hearts fans. 6,000 season tickets sold. Hello, just had a package through the door. What have we got here? Oh yes, new shirts arrived. That is class. To be honest, I do love the Championship away top, but I think it's time for a quick change. So, once I can get this sleeve out of the hole, the power of editing. 3, 2, 1. Not bad. After a quick change, we are back underway. Next topic of discussion is BT Murrayfield. We've been there a few times over the last few years, having played the Betfred Cup semi-final there against Celtic 2 seasons ago, as well as 3 seasons ago, a few games there, while the Tynecastle main stand was of course being finished off. Now, the SRU, the Scottish Rugby Union, have offered both Hearts and Hibs the use of the National Rugby Stadium. While social distancing will still need to be implemented for a good while yet, Murrayfield's massive capacity, it is in fact the country's biggest stadium, would mean people could be sat 2 metres apart and could still pack at least 20,000 in there, I'm sure. Possibly more, I don't quite know the capacity that it would be with 2 metre distance in between seats, but regardless, we could probably still fit all of our season ticket holders and then some into BT Murrayfield for watching Hearts games before full crowds are allowed back in. It's estimated that could be January next year, but partial crowds from December is what I've seen on Twitter, and to be honest, I'd be well up for it. I know Murrayfield isn't quite Tynecastle, and as we've seen from games there, the atmosphere can be lacking, and especially with the 2 metre distance and people can't really sit together as such, but it would be a fantastic alternative to sitting at home watching the games on TV. I must say, I would much rather be at a stadium, regardless of what stadium that is, watching football in person. So, in my opinion, the Murrayfield alternative, until we can get back to Tynecastle at full capacity, is a great one. And I feel that the club, I know they're open to it, they should definitely be biting the SRU's hand off to accept that offer and get us back to watching Hearts as soon as possible in person. I know there are much more important issues in the world right now. However, in a football context, getting back to watch Hearts in person as soon as possible would be quality. And Murrayfield's like, 5 minutes round the corner from Tynecastle? It's a no-brainer for me. Now on to my favourite topic of the lot, the COLT teams. Now, Rangers are set to propose a new reconstruction proposal to the SPFL to involve the Old Firm's COLT teams joining the bottom tier. Now, as you've probably seen on Twitter, I'm extremely against this idea. I know they'll be paying a £125,000 joining fee to get into the leagues, but what message does that send to the likes of Kelty Hearts and Bonnyrigg Rose, who have spent lots of money and really invested in their community clubs to try and bring them up to the SPFL, only to be denied that chance of promotion by the unfortunate outbreak, and then get told, oh, guess what, the Old Firm are just going to buy their youth teams into the league. And what message does that send to those clubs? Yeah, you can invest all you want, but the Old Firm can just buy their teams in. And also, for me, it just devalues the leagues. It makes them not good at all. Like, I can't really express it much more. Like, I would rather, I know the idea most likely does keep Hearts in the Premiership, I would rather go down to the Championship and have the Old Firm, the Rangers and Celtic COLT teams in the professional leagues. Like, some people may look at that as a bit strange because they're like, oh, you want Hearts to stay up? Of course I want Hearts to stay up, but I just do not want the Old Firm getting an even more of an advantage in Scotland. They would just take all the best young players for an even lower price, put them in their COLT teams, and if it doesn't work out, just get rid of them. They hoover up all the young talent enough as it is. They already buy the best players from the best teams in this league and bench them, and if they rot away in the reserves, so be it. I do not want them getting even more of an advantage to the detriment of the lower leagues. It just devalues the leagues completely, having all those clubs and just the Rangers and Celtic Colts just shoehorned in there as well. It does not make sense to me. I do not want it, and I'm pretty sure a lot of people would back me up on this one. The Colt teams for me are a massive no-no, and I really hope the idea just gets nipped in the bud before it gets taken any further. Like, I've said this so many times, but I cannot stand the thought of the Old Firm's Colt teams being in the SPFL. This is my opinion, of course, but feel free to leave yours down there as well. But as you can probably tell, it's one that I feel quite passionately about. I just do not want the Colt teams in the leagues at all. This news came out a number of days ago, but I'm yet to discuss it on camera, so here we go. Lewis Moore has signed a new 2-year contract extension at Hearts. He'll be tearing down that left-hand flank until 2022. The summer of 2022 to be specific. Now, Moore is a player who had a very up and down season last year. He was put out on loan to Falkirk until January, and he thought his Hearts career was over. Falkirk thought he was a fullback, not a winger, so his loan spell went horribly. He came back in January thinking he's in the last 6 months of his deal, he'll get put out on loan again, and then that'll be that for his Hearts career. Moore spent 13 years at the club, and he feared that time was going to be coming to an end, but Daniel Stendel came in and he gave him a chance in the first team, and Moore took his opportunity with both hands, put in some great performances under the German manager, and has now been rewarded with a contract extension for the next 2 years. I'm delighted that Moore has been kept on at Hearts for the next 2 years. He's got great work rate, great potential as well. He can become a much better player than he already is, and I must say, I'm looking forward to seeing what Lewis Moore can do in the next 2 years. So, what's your thoughts on Lewis Moore signing a 2-year contract extension at Hearts? Let me know down there in the comments. And with that, that's today's video coming to a close. Hope you enjoyed today's video. If you did enjoy it, please leave a like and a comment down below and tell me what you thought. Your support on the last video that I made 2 weeks ago was outstanding, and hopefully we can keep that up through the remainder of this period until the football can return. I really do appreciate all you guys, and we've hit 4,500 subscribers now. We're halfway to 5k, which is a mad statistic. Thank you so much for your continued support. Hopefully we can keep that up throughout the rest of the year. Quick there to subscribe, quick there for some more Hearts content, and until next time, I'll see you for more very soon. Until then, take care, bye for now.